Hello and welcome to Shadow Gaming. This is Dragon Age Inquisition and we are on episode 4. We are going to continue on with the storyline. We have just met Varric and Cassandra and Solus, who are going to be our main party members, and we are at the stage where we have just closed the first rift with our glowy hand. Woo! Yeah, let's just get going. The beauty with this game, oopsie, wrong button. In comparison to the other games, is that you actually have a jump button, which is very useful for getting over obstacles. Before it was very linear path, that was very Devonian, linear path, so that it's nice to be able to have that open world aspect of the jump. I know it just seems like a little thing, but hey, I'm pleased by the little things. Okay, demons ahead. Okay, so now we're going to enter the tactical camera mode, which is, well, not a new thing, but it has been kind of reviewed for this game, so it's quite a nice thing to look at. It's very useful for big bosses, like, for example, the dragons. So we're going to press the little box button. I don't actually know what it's called on the... but there we go. And while in tactical camera, even, we can use the left stick to scan the battlefield, right stick to cycle through targets, i.e. aim on them, and switch control members with up and down and give them orders. So we can also advance time by pressing the right trigger, and that will advance it a step. I didn't do it for very long there, because actually I don't particularly want the battle to go much further. So if we move over to these enemies, we will highlight them and they will see if there is any weaknesses. This lesser shade doesn't have any weaknesses. This has an immunity to physical effects and poison effects, so obviously you're better off using magic on these things because it doesn't do much damage otherwise. This thing, the greater shade, doesn't have any resistances or weaknesses, but it does have a lovely shield symbol, which means that it is a bigger enemy than these 4 creatures that are on the battlefield. 3 types of creatures. So as you can see, we've got some glowy blue bars, and I think that's because Solus has engaged his... Has he got a barrier? No, he hasn't got a barrier. Yeah, I don't know what that is then. Normally it means that there's a barrier around them, but it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. So I'm going to attack the glowy thing because I've got magic, so I'm going to click on the chain lightning for that one. Switch down to Cassandra, get Cassandra to attack this beastie over here, lesser shade, give him a payback strike. Solus has already used his frost option, so we'll just get him to attack the same one as me. And Varric is doing a long shot, so let's get him on this beastie as well. We'll take out the 2 at once. Once you've decided what you want to do, you then go back to your own person and press the same button again, which is the exit button, and everything will start playing like normal. Like that. So it's very useful. Yeah, oh no, it doesn't start hitting me. These little things give you a nice magic hit from afar, but it's not doing me too much damage at the moment, so I'm not too worried about it. Eee, loot. We always like loot. So usually if it's green, it's a creature creation, creature research item, or it is a essence which can be used for runes later on in the game. Bit of a tip, always pick up elf fruit where you see it. You will need it lots and lots and lots. Gathering resources, gather herbs and metals in the wild and use them to craft upgrades to your gear and potions. Explore and find as many varieties as you can. Pretty self-explained. So another creature research item. It's been a little while since I've played this one. I just had a bit of a break after kind of completing it through. I do play lots of other games. Skyrim is one of the ones that I've gone back to recently. Admittedly, that had got a bit boring for me because I'd completed it several times and there wasn't really much else that I could do at the time. And especially when Dragon Age came out, it was like, whoa, there's no way I'm playing Skyrim again, not when Dragon Age is available. So, let's go. We've been in there. So I'm just running around at the moment, having a bit of a loot before I move on to the next bit. We'll go up to here. Pretty sure that there's nothing actually in this building here. Oh yes, there is stuff in the building. Apparently I can't be hurt by fire. Look. Oh, loot. Gold. Everybody loves gold. I can't be harmed by this fire apparently. As you can see, my damage isn't going down. So, just pick up a few things that are in this house. I am invincible! Golden aquamarine. I'm pretty sure that aqua is just an item that you can sell. I actually collect gemstones. I've got a big box downstairs full of them. Admittedly, it's collecting dust because I don't have a shelf to look at them at the moment, but hey, they're pretty. And they'll stay pretty. Oh, actually there is something up here. So let's go this way. Okay. More up here. No, oh, elf fruit. Don't miss the elf fruit. As you can see on my little map, you can see that there's little red buttons. I could actually start attacking from here. I'm going to attack from a distance actually. That's a good idea. Because then at least it takes them a little while to get to us. And in the meantime I can do them a bit of damage. You know, just because I'm aiming in that direction, I am actually hitting some of the ones that get closer first, which is actually quite a nice thing to do. Oh, it's behind the tree. Okay. Damn environment. Damn trees. I was getting in the way. There we go. Oh, caltrops. Lovely little sharp spike things that Varric throws down for people to stand on. Or people, demons, lots of things. Not necessarily animals. Animals seem to run around it, which kind of makes sense. Life Ward Amulet, that's actually will go into my inventory. Go into my accessories. When a blow is about to drop a character's health below 0, the amulet shatters and heals the character for the specified amount, which is brilliant because it means we stave off death for a little while longer. In this game it's quite nice because you're playing as a party, so it does mean that you don't have to go back to a save game until all of your party is
clearly
dead.
Away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
Sometimes when your companions ask you questions in the middle of your gaming, you can actually press the right stick and interact with them as well. So this is an option where obviously, because I'm a Dalish, I'm an elf, Solus is an elf as well, so he's obviously asking me about my heritage. Sounds as if he's crossed paths, which doesn't sound very good. So let's ask the question.
What do you mean by crossed paths?
I mean that I offer to share knowledge, only to be attacked for no greater reason than their superstition.
Can't you elves just play nice for once?
As you can see, the Dalish elves aren't very for outsiders.
I know it's difficult, but we must keep moving.
Yeah, I seem to cope quite well with that, Cassandra, I think, considering the circumstances.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Good old Varric. Varric and Cassandra have a little bit of a, not rivalry, but a problem with each other, shall we say. Mostly because Cassandra interrogated him and she doesn't necessarily believe in Varric's ideals. Get rid of these greenies first. These greenies are actually a little bit more level. That one close. There we go. Dig around. One, two, three. Damn trees! Okay.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
I like Varric, he's sweet. Always cares about other people. Burnt things, lots of burnt things. Can't be good. I haven't tested actually walking into the burnt things. Let's walk into the burnt things. Do I get burnt? No, I don't get burnt. That's pretty cool. So, it seems that I only get burnt with magic fire, not normal fire. That's a pretty cool power to have. Don't think it's necessarily intentional, but hey, I'm going to pretend it is.
Another rift!
Another
We must
rift!
seal it! Quickly!
Like it's coming! Help!
And these, if you see a black thing bubbling underneath you, do move, because it's usually going to fire up another thing.
Use the mark.
Another green glowy thing that actually throws you. That bubbly thing. See? If you were standing on that, you'd be hurt. Normally it takes 2 sets of demons before you can close the Fade Rift. Sometimes it takes 3, but obviously this early in the game it just does 1. So we can level up. Let's level up with the menu button. Yeah, go away. I can tell them. So we go into the character record screen, and there is a series of initial magics here for me. Also a series of initial kind of, what would you call them, specs, tactics for the rogues and the warriors as well. Oh, let's go back in. That was clever. So I have got Spirit, Storm, Inferno and Winter. So Spirit, School of Magic call upon spirits for protection, as well as the essence of the Fade itself. Their spells disrupt hostile magic, create defensive barriers, and even heal injuries. Masters of this school of magic, the Storm, call forth the power of thunder and lightning. Their spells paralyze foes and arc from one enemy to another. Inferno. The masters of this school of magic dominate the battlefield with unrelenting fire. Enemies who survive the initial blast are driven mad with terror or burned to death in unquenchable flames. And Winter. Masters of this school of magic summon cold that bites deeper than the cruelest winter. Their icy spells slow and weaken enemies. Now, this one is mainly defensive. Like it says here, each ability tree contains active abilities, upgrades, and passive abilities. Active abilities have diamond-shaped icons. They can be mapped to your hotbar in combat. Upgrades are attached to an ability, also diamonds, and make it stronger. And passive abilities have circular icons and a permanent boost to your character that are always active. When you have points available, press A to learn a highlighted ability or upgrade. You can only learn abilities connected to the root of the ability tree or connected to an ability you've already learned. Yes, okay. So this one, for example, I have unlocked the barrier, which is you create a shimmering protective barrier that acts as a temporary additional health. The barrier decays naturally over time. Provides an additional health bar that must be destroyed before the target will take any damage. Barrier is vulnerable to dispel effects. This works similar to the Warrior's Guard in that it just gives you basically an extra set of life. It's very useful, but obviously it does take up magic to fire up, so I do tend to specialise in offensive unless I find myself getting eaten alive. At the moment I'm not going to go for it because we're at the beginning, so I want as many active magics as possible. So in Storm, because I've already got one unlocked, I could upgrade that one to make the Chain Lightning, which blasts light one target and arcs to nearby enemies, so that it goes further and hits more. I could also open up a passive one, which does give me 3 magic on unlock. The Storm comes to your aid even without your calling it. When you're in combat, lightning will periodically strike a random nearby enemy. That's quite cool, because that means that I don't have to use up magic to do it. So it will actually attack people without me telling it to, which is always a nice thing. It is random though, so it can't be controlled. I've also got 2 active abilities that I can select again, which will appear on my hotbar. I can summon a bolt of lightning that blasts and paralyzes a single target, and if other enemies are nearby, the bolt will paralyze the target for longer. So it just gives you a bit more time to deal with lots of enemies. I've also got this, which launches a salvo of elemental blasts from my staff that homes in on targets ahead of you. Now this is quite useful because it does actually use the element that your staff is. So if, for example, you find that an enemy that you're against has a lightning resistance and you can't use your lightning spells, you will still be able to use this one, because if you've got a cold or a fire staff, because it will fire cold or fire energy or let's go and check the other ones out before I choose it. I usually go for that one, but we will check the others. Again, because I've got Flash Fire, which is igniting an enemy with searing pain and send them fleeing in panic. It's quite a good one. It's nice to have a fire one because there's lots of things vulnerable to fire. However, the fleeing thing is not so good. So for me, I prefer my enemies to stay close so that at least, you know, I can get rid of them quicker. If they're running away and it's the last one, it's a pain in the arse to actually chase them down. But hey, you know, fleeing sometimes is a good thing. So I can upgrade this one to make it burn brighter and hotter and intensifying panic. I could also choose another active ability called Immolate, in which I unleash a massive explosion, leaving enemies in the area burning in agony. It's quite a good one. Or I can unlock a passive one, which again gives me 3 magic and reduces my cooldown period. And the final one is Winter. I haven't got any Winter ones selected at the moment, so there's 2 active ones for me. I can either fire a sheet of ice and freeze an enemy in place, or I can let invisible waves of magic carry me forward, blowing me ahead a short distance. This is a bit boring. I tend to stick to 2 magics, so that I can then bring another mage along with me who's got 2 slightly different magics. I like lightning, so I'm going to go for the energy barrage to actually use the elemental enemies of my staff. Now that I've selected and applied it, it will automatically assign it to an empty slot. As you can see, it's on my B button, and it will unlock other abilities for next time when I have more points to spend. I don't think I've got any upgrades for my colleagues yet. No points to spend on Varric. Can move. Oh, I have to come out. Come out of it, and then you can move on to the next character. Nor Solus, nor Cassandra. So I will ignore those for now. I will actually go into my inventory because I'm sure I picked up another set of armour along the way. I did. And just see whether any of my people want that one. It is a light armour, I think. Yeah, mage only. So let's just see Solus. He's actually got slightly better coat, so I'm going to leave that for now. So leave it. Okay.
Rift is
Okay.
gone. Oh,
So let's just do a quick save actually while I'm here.
open the gate.
Lovely
Right
jubbly.
away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for the
I'm
moment.
going to open the gates and move
Well
into the
done.
next bit.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Okay. Right. Oh, hello people. Oh, supply cache. So if I've used any of my potions, right, let's check to see where I need one. No, I don't. Nothing. Anyway, you press the supply cache and it will replenish the potions up here. What it won't replenish are these potions either side. So you do have to replenish those. Oops. Not done. You do have to replenish those at a point later on in the game. So light jog over here. Pick up the loot. Morningstar mace. Let's have a quick look and see whether Cassandra wants that one. So go into my weapons again. Press the up and down arrows to get to the person that I want. When I get more weapons later, if you go to the weapon that they would use, then it gives you the 2 options. The Morningstar is better. Yeah, quite a bit better. So I'm going to give her the Morningstar. And as you can see, she's now got that attached to her hip. Lovely. The beauty with this one is that they do actually, the weapons and armour change depending on what you've equipped. They do still keep their own unique style, which is quite nice. Let's carry on going then. Oh look, it's Liliana. Hi Liliana.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
That's not very
Order
nice.
me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead. We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Ooh, bit of tension there. Oh, so what about the breach then?
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this on us in the first place. Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
You're asking for mine?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
Right, now this is an option, as you can see by the bar above that explains what the action is, that will actually divide your path. So you can do either or, and either choice that you make will have an influence. Charging with the soldiers is a careful sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the past may be lost. Or we can take the mounted path, which is fast but indirect. Soldiers will act as a distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Now, I've done charging with the soldiers before, and which normally is the nicer one, and I don't think Cassandra will like this, but hey, let's do something new. Let's take the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work
Yeah,
together.
she slightly disapproves.
You all know
Varric
what's at
approves that.
stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Well, he is not a very nice man at all. There's a bit of a Lord of the Rings shot there. Fellowship. Interesting. Okay, so let's go up. Up we climb. Up, up, up. I like the animations in this. There's no disjoint kind of hovering over the ladder like you get
The
in some
tunnel
games.
should be just ahead. The path to the temple lies just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Like, for example, in the Elder Scrolls Online, which I have played for a bit, the animations for the ladders is awful. You just kind of hover somewhere near the ladder and kind of climb in the direction that it's supposed to go, so it is nice to see this running. Elder Scrolls is a good game. It's a good game. Ooh, demon! Die! Oh, there's one there as well. Back up a bit. Right in. Okay. So I'm just getting him from behind.
Dead!
Dead! Yes, I saw that. Yeah, the Elder Scrolls Online game is an interesting game to play. It's got lovely graphics. Obviously an update on the most recent Skyrim. Doesn't have quite the immersion of Skyrim, and it is an MMO after all. The only problem that I found that I had with it was that in the co-op mode, which was my favourite mode of playing, myself and my partner had a bit of a go at it together. There's not many instance events in it, so you can go in and out, but you know, it doesn't actually kind of play it correctly. You kind of have to go through it yourselves, or you play through one for you. So as my partner's just pointed out, everyone's a hero. There's no kind of making something out of nothing. It's kind of, you're here to save the world, and so is he, and so is she, and so are they, and yeah, everyone else around you as well. So yes, it does unfortunately mean that there is a bit of fighting going on between yourself and other peoples. I like this. Doesn't actually do anything but light the room, but hey, oh, loot. I've just picked up a bit more loot. I don't think, oopsie, I always pressed the wrong button. Actually anything to equip to my current people. Yeah, they're both, it's a stiletto, it's a dagger. So it's not something that I've got anyone to use. It's not something that I can use for anyone at the moment. Let's look over here. Big hole. And nothing around here. Stairs up there, we'll go up there in a minute. Let's just have a quick look around here. Loot the bag. Those are craftable items, straight stone and silk. We'll go into those later. And some more gold. Gold! We love gold. I'm not going to sing Spandau Ballet again. Die! Tactic. Dead. Sweet. As you can see that there were little red words appearing there that said weakened. Obviously they didn't have much of an affinity to lightning, so it just weakened them slightly, which made it easier for my colleagues to defeat them. You can use that tactically. At this early stage I don't seem to bother. What's this on the floor? Glass or obsidian or just generally shiny melty? Oh, ice. Of course, ice. It's in the mountains. That would be sensible, Shadow. Dead people.
Yes, we found the soldiers.
Guess we
That
did.
cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to our elven friend here.
Yep. That's me, savior of mankind. Up here. Is there anything up here? No, nothing up here. Okie dokie. Let's carry on. Oh, lots of green. Ah, okay. Right, quickly, let's help our allies. There we go, second rift. And usually the green bubbles will be where the enemies appear. So it gives you a good idea as to where they're going to be. These little buggers, they kind of jump up underneath you. Oh no, black hit. See, like that. Doesn't take a lot to defeat them at this stage though. And we can close that. That is my timer, but I'm going to carry on anyway. Haha! Dead rift.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Oh, thank you.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Let's hope it does.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. She insisted we come this way.
Yeah,
The
it's a good thing
prisoner?
then.
Then you...
All in a day's work.
Closing rifts and saving soldiers. It's what I do.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once. Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes. Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
Ooh, fire resistance cowl. And a longbow. Okay. Let's go equip that one. That is definitely better than the one that I've got. Oh, but I need to be level 6. Gah. Teased me. And the bow I can't use. Varric will always have Bianca. You can't equip any other bow for Varric. He will never be apart from his beloved Bianca. Bear with me while I just set my again for another half hour. I don't think it will take half an hour to complete this part anyway, but we might as well, because I want to get to the end of the secrets. I don't care. Will be a little bit longer, and it's going to take hours to actually render, but who cares? Ah, look at that, look, ready? Oopsie, no, not jump. Slide! Woohoo! Far quicker than walking down.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
This doesn't look like a very good area. I think this was the place where everything exploded, as judged by the rather spiky protuberances.
The
and
Temple
the rubble.
of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That
Exactly.
is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
Ooh. These don't look like very happy people. They're still on fire as well. That one's halfway down. Not good. Just see if there's anything around here. Don't think there is. Run, run, run! No, there isn't. Let's go on to the next bit. Through this way, where the rift is. Yay. Oh, loot! Templar helmet. Right, let's give that to one of my party members. I'm sure Cassandra will like that one. I think I actually have helmets switched off because I prefer to see their pretty faces. So, tough. Okay, let's put the helmet on. What does that do? Melee defense. Always a good thing. Get down. There we go. Ugh. Desiccated corpse. Yes, it is slightly unusual, isn't it? Big, glowy, glowing in the sky.
Breach is a long way up.
People.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
Just tell me what to do.
I'm assuming you have a plan to get me up there.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Right, find a way down. The only way we can go.
Now
gives
is
us a
the
big
hour
hint.
of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we
Hi.
hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
I won't.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
It is. I'm more worried about this glowy green stuff, I think, than I am the red lyrium. It looks slightly more ominous. Pulsing glowy greeny rocks. Right, let's go down. Down into the depths. Chip.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Slay the elf.
Okay, that was a bit, it's not very nice. You only just put me.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
Alright, well,
I
it's
don't
time.
remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Get ready. Swords out. Yeah, you tell him about it. Okay, let's go. Oh. He's big.
Now!
Oh, yes, he's a lightning one. I forgot about that.
We must strip its
Right, so when
defenses,
he
wear it
gets
down.
the grey bar on him, trigger the rift, and it will hurt him. Bosh, like that.
The demon
And
is
we can zap him
vulnerable.
again.
Now!
Keep an eye on the energy. Oh, good. I'm just moving down. I'm expecting to. Oh, demon!
More coming
Oh,
through the rift!
more demons. I can use my lightning on this, but not at the moment, as soon as it's all run out. Which I can put that into account. Fell. There's brilliant. Quickly disrupt this rift. Okay, uh-oh! Oh, zapped. While I was disrupting the rift as well. Okay. Done. Fire on the demon. And that should be right, I think. One we got hit there. Keep an eye on the head now. Should be okay. Cool. Disrupt the rift again. A bit of a knot. So Solus and Varric have got energy bars around them. I think that's because Solus has actually created the energy bar around Varric as well. Only a few more hits. It's alright. Solus, as you can see, has automatically taken a potion. So Okay, I've got low health. Hopefully I won't have to take a potion. No, I won't. Yay!
Seal the rift!
Seal the rift! Oh no, seal the rift!
Do it!
That was a pride demon by the looks of it, as it came up on the codex. Oh, everybody can see what's happening. Hey, rift stuff. Ah, that was quite a positive ending, I think. There was some strange-looking faces there at the end. A bit of concentration on my lovely Gwen. Yeah, some of the faces are a bit strange, but they do very well with the lip syncing. It's one of the best lip syncing games in a long while. I think Battlefield's graphics were very good, the most recent one, but that could be because they use the same engine. Oh look, nice comfy bed. That makes a change, doesn't it? Pretty eyes. Very pretty eyes. Very bright eyes. Good job she's a mage, really.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand.
Still glows
It's
though.
all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Oh, blimmin' heck, she's terrified of me. Well, that's great, isn't it? Okie dokie, well, we are going to stop here. Thank you very much for watching episode 4. We had some exciting things going on there. We defeated lots and lots of demons, including a massive pride demon. We also closed the breach in the sky. And now we are in a nice little hut, ready to go and meet Cassandra at the Chantry. Okie dokie, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. And I will see you for the next episode. See you later, peeps!